The Warriors vs Lakers series has been much watched TV so far. LeBron vs Curry continues to go strong after 8 years. Davis is reminding us of his top 5 status, and of course, the free throw discrepancy. And that's been the biggest storyline thus far. Everyone from fans to analysts have been talking about it. And we're going to break down exactly why the Lakers are averaging almost 15 more free throws per game and why it shouldn't really be a surprise. If you like analytical NBA videos, subscribe to the channel. Okay, so let's start with this simple fact. In terms of free throws, the Lakers were absolutely the worst team that Golden State could face. During the regular season, the Warriors were dead last in free throw attempts per game. They were also last in drawing fouls altogether, both potentially a product of their high three-point rate, where they ranked number 1. On the other end, Golden State was 3rd in fouls committed, and opponents shot the 6th most free throws per game against them. The Warriors averaged 20 free throws, and the opposition took 25 per game. Now that alone already puts the team at a significant disadvantage, but here come the Lakers, and while the offense of LA is very stagnant at times, they make it work by being the best free throw drawing team in the league. LA attempted the most free throws and were the 2nd highest foul drawing team out of all 30 organizations. While they shot a lot at the charity stripe, they also excelled at limiting how many chances opponents had. Their bread and butter is well-disciplined defense, and it does really show. They fouled at the lowest rate in the entire league, which also led to opponents shooting the least amount of free throws against them. They took 26.6 free throws per game, while only allowing 20.8. And still, those stats are misleading. These account for the entire regular season, and as we all know, Los Angeles went through an overhaul at the trade deadline, dropping Russell Westbrook and some other pieces for a boatload of useful rotation players. And as a result, the team looked significantly better. Post All-Star break, they took 2 more free throws and committed 1.5 less fouls than their already great season average. That's as LA just started to peak as they got to know each other heading into the postseason. All in all, free throws were going to be a huge uphill climb coming into this series for the Warriors. Now, let's talk about matchups. The Lakers are a really big team. In the starting lineup, they run with 3 6'9" or taller bigs. And as for guards, D'Angelo Russell and Austin Reeves are 6'4" and 6'5" respectively. Meanwhile, the Warriors only have one player on the entire roster who is 6'9" and actually gets minutes, Kevon Looney. This means plenty of mismatches bound to happen. The Lakers are so far averaging 19.6 free throw attempts against the Warriors just through their bigs alone. Golden State is going to continue to have trouble legally contesting shots when most of their players are going to lose the height battle. And finally, let's break down the biggest problem, the impact of Anthony Davis. He gives the Warriors the most trouble because of his size and fluidity on both ends of the court. He's averaging the most free throw attempts at 7 per game, and he's proven to be too much size when he gets positioned close to the hoop. But defensively, he's shutting down anything near the basket. Against Memphis, he regained his reputation as being one of the best defensive players in the entire league. That carried into this series, and the Warriors are shooting 25% lower than just league average on any shot Davis guards within 10 feet of the basket. That, along with LA's multitude of long defensive disciplined wings, spells trouble for clean open looks. Now, why is that relevant? Because Golden State has seemingly adjusted their game plan to avoid challenging the Lakers as much at the rim when AD is in, as well as other tight areas, which eliminates a lot of potential free throw opportunities for a team that already doesn't get many. Compared to the Kings series, they're shooting 8% less of their shots from these spots, which include the corners, the restricted area, and long twos. They're instead electing to shoot a higher percentage of mid-range shots and above the break threes. 48% of their shot attempts are from 3, compared to the Lakers' 34%. Now, the Warriors can still potentially win this series. They have championship experience and the greatest shooters of all time, but concerns are indeed present. And as it stands right now with the way both teams are playing, the Lakers naturally should be winning the free throw battle by a landslide. The Warriors take a high percentage of shots that typically don't draw fouls, and when they do attack the rim, the Lakers are disciplined enough to keep the referees' whistles from blowing. And LA is just skilled at getting freebies, which is only magnified by the big height difference. So next time, before you might say it's rigged, check all of the metrics leading up to what's going on. Let me know what you think in the comments. Subscribe.